Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to take you through some of our favorite non-toxic products for the home. So like cleaning type products, and then also different utensils and
just household goods.
Household goods that we use, cooking products that we use that kind of take away some of the nasty that is out there with all of the products that you use. So we're also going to tell you a little bit about our why and why we made all of these changes. We made most of these changes in the last like 8 months.
Why did you go out of your way? Why would you do all these crazy things and get all these crazy products?
Why don't the Fritzes eat out of plastic?
We're going to let you know.
We'll let you know. Just keep watching and I'll stop flipping my hair. This is like a bad angle for me, so I'm not loving it. You
want to switch spots?
Yes. I was just way better. Nope, put that down.
God.
That's getting cut.
It's like a little.
That's getting cut.
A little closer. No, they're not. They're small. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with cleaning products because these are probably they are the top offenders when it comes to like super toxic stuff in your household. All these things have just very harsh, like all of your normal brands have very harsh chemicals in them. Even if you can just smell it, to smell the vapors are easily go into your nose. You have very sensitive membranes in your nose. So everything gets in there, and especially if you're touching these products with your hands, goes directly into the skin, directly into the bloodstream. So this stuff is important, and which is why we want to start with it.
No, that's why I can no longer use my wonderful Bath and Body Works candles because they're so toxic, guys. They're all just sitting there not being used because I can't give up like $70 worth of candles, but can't use them. So anyway.
All right, so let's see. We've got like soaps and sprays basically. So one of them here is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. This can actually be used for just about anything. Honestly, right now we're only using it for hand soap, essentially. And it can be used for, like I said, lots of cleaning stuff. It just depends. There's like different ways to dilute it. Mm-hmm. So we use it for hand soap where it's basically you put like a third of this, or you fill a container a third of the way up with that, and then the rest with water.
Mm-hmm. We also have this Better Life stuff. I don't even know where Ben found it, to be honest. This is a dish soap just from like Amazon or something.
Yeah, I think I did like a little bit of research and then found it on Amazon.
So, yeah, we got this dish soap, which we use. We go through a lot of it just because neither of us are used to, like, it doesn't get super sudsy for like a Dawn dish soap or something would. So we're still getting used to it, but we use this, and then this is just another Better Life all-purpose cleaner that we use. It's something we need to use a lot of because these wonderful things get full of fingerprints and they drive me crazy. So I swear I'm using this all the time to clean off fingerprints.
Final one over here in terms of cleaning type products. Dishwasher detergent.
Yep. I mean, nothing else to say. Oh, look, it's in Austin, Texas.
Cool.
One of the many places that I would like to move someday. So, one of the things that we're actually still working on figuring out is laundry detergent. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try a new one. Actually, we're almost out of the one that we have. We also have stopped using dryer sheets because they're apparently like super bad for you. So we're thinking about getting those like wool balls that you can put essential oils on and throw those in the dryer to take away static and stuff. So we are still in the process of like changing over all these things. We definitely hit like skincare and food and those kind of products really quick, and anything that touches our food. But the laundry, we're still learning. Like, we're learning what products we like. We hit off pretty well with these things. We actually liked them right away, but a lot of times people try out these products and they don't like them right away. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for laundry detergent that is non-toxic, definitely let us know down below. We tried out one, we did not like it. We have kind of a finicky laundry machine, so I think that was part of it too, but we would like to try something else, so definitely let us know.
Yeah, and a quick word on these kinds of products, and I thought of this because of the laundry detergent, is, you know, we were using a Tide, I don't know, what is it even? Tide
Natural, or like hypoallergenic.
Yeah, guys, this is marketing bullshit. It's not actually
what does like Dr. G calls it?
Any more natural for you?
I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened to that one.
I think he just calls it like greenwashing or marketing, something like that.
Yeah. So basically, there's like all these words, like all natural, like when they're put out there by brands like Tide and kind of these big name, these companies and brands that dominate the market, they are not actually natural. There are other brands like these that are 100% dedicated to making it that way. So just a quick word, and you can't just go buy your normal Tide or your normal like soap or whatever and look for the natural version. Not the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, so another prized possession of ours is the Burpee. And this is super, super important because one of the best things you can do for your health is drink water. And drink...
You sound like you're on like...
I'm like selling some...
Yeah. I don't know those TV shows. The best thing you can do with this product is drink water.
But it's true. So, so I learned a lot about this as I was going through some of my health stuff. And it's like, to help your body detoxify, as our bodies are built to do. That's why you have a liver, that's why you have kidneys, they're built to detoxify. Your skin, everything. Your body is literally built to do that. However, if you're drinking water, which is one of the best ways you can cleanse your system, and you're putting shit water with things in the water like heavy metals, just general contaminants. Fluoride is a really bad one. Things that are very disrupting to what's going on in your body, what you need. These like heavy metals or fluoride can push out other nutrients that you need and take over, and so your system becomes imbalanced because you have too much of these things. So for somebody like Jesse who has Hashimoto's, autoimmune disease with the thyroid, fluoride can actually further the autoimmune response
and destroy it.
Yeah. So that was, we think, one of the biggest reasons she was able to bring her numbers down over the past 6 months, because that's about the amount of time we've had it, right?
Yeah.
So that's huge for us in Chicago. Definitely.
Yeah, we don't trust the water here.
And you can taste the difference, guys. That's kind of like the first thing, is if the water tastes different, then that means something.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I actually didn't like it like the first few days, but now I feel like it's all I can drink.
So it was expensive. It's not your Brita that you pay $25 for at Target.
And Brita doesn't do anything.
It really doesn't. So it's like, don't drink filtered water or invest in one of these. It's pricey. It was, I think,
$200?
Yeah, I was gonna say $250. If you get a bigger one for your household, if you've got, more than 2 people in your household.
We do wish we would have gotten the bigger version of this, though. This is just the travel size, but we go through quite a bit of water because he's home during the day, and I'm home a lot working from home, and our Cora even drinks filtered water.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely something that we'll probably invest in the bigger one at some point, but for now, we just refill it.
Point is, it's worthwhile. You drink water all the time, or you should be if you're not, because it's healthy.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
But moving on, a couple of these things actually are from our wedding registry, which we'll do a video about later, just to show you guys like different products you can put on a registry or ask for as a gift if you ever want to. Like a Burpee would be a great wedding gift. We actually got a Burpee shower filter on our registry, but I'll tell you more about that later. So Two things that I'll talk about because I'm very passionate about coffee. The first thing that Ben was able to get me to do, I do have a Keurig. I do love my Keurig. I loved my pods, my plastic little pods of death. So he did convince me to get a stainless steel pod. There is a little bit of plastic up here, but none of the warmth actually goes through it. So yeah, that's what I use. I just get organic coffee beans from Trader Joe's that I don't really love. I'm finding a new coffee, but I use this a lot. And then this is something we registered for, which I'll talk about in that video whenever we do it. But this was something that I wanted to get so that we could actually get rid of our Keurig and we can make French press coffee. It's just like glass. Everything inside of it is stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about it when it heats up. Affecting the plastic and getting into what you're drinking. So this is just another way to make my habit a little bit better for me.
And we've got water bottles. All right, this one's like gross. It says glass, you can't see there. Stainless steel. Guys, when you're drinking water, you want it to be either out of glass or stainless steel, especially if you have a bottle that's sitting in the sun. Heat and plastic don't play well together. The other thing too with the environment, don't buy, like please don't go to the store and buy these 24 packs of water and just go through them one time over and over. It's just so unnecessary. You literally have the stuff running from your sink. Go to the store, buy a $25 bottle. It seems expensive up front because you're buying one.
Or just use glasses if you're not traveling. Yeah. These are like travel mugs if you're going to work. Otherwise, I just use the glasses that we have. But yeah, definitely important.
Plastic is just so unnecessary. It's a convenience thing, and it's just kicking yourself of the habit.
Yeah, another glass-related thing that I have changed. I don't think you did it as much as I did, but I definitely would heat things up in my plastic Tupperware at work and things like that. Just like I knew that you shouldn't do it, but everyone does when you're going to work and you're taking like your leftovers with. Nobody like takes it off and puts it on a plate and then, So I would just heat it like that. So something that I've been really particular about, we have a couple of glass lunch containers and I just put them in there. If I do use something that's plastic, it's something that's not going to be heated up. That's the only thing we really use our Tupperware for. Anything that we keep in the refrigerator that's in Tupperware, because right now all we have are big large plastic Tupperware. We haven't switched that over yet. We just make sure to transfer that to a plate, make sure to transfer that to glass before we heat it, or we try to heat it on the stove as well. So yeah, just like trying to switch to glass in general. One of the other things, if you want to talk about it, actually is another thing that we got on our registry, is this wonderful blender, our blender. We got this from Benjamin's wonderful grandparents. We've used it literally from the second that we got it, but
seriously, pulled it out of the package and started using it.
Yeah, it's kind of dirty. But...
Yeah, so with this, like I said, really like this because it has a glass cup here, which the popular brands like Vitamix and Ninja do not have, which is really disappointing. However, I will say, for the most part, we make smoothies in it, so it's not like a huge deal because we're not blending like soups or hot liquids.
But we have.
Yes, yes, we have used it for that. So again, if you catch the theme here, it is heat and plastic don't mix. Yeah. And the reason is the chemicals that are in plastic leach out into whatever, and the things that you're eating or drinking or ingesting, so they go straight into your system. Even if the plastic is BPA free, doesn't mean it's safe. It's great that that's out, but there's also new research coming out that there are still other compounds in there that are just as bad. And regardless, these things leach out. They are endocrine disruptors, which means they can mimic estrogen, and having excess estrogen in your system which is not actual estrogen, but your system thinks it is, can really mess with your hormones. Hormones are a very delicately balanced symphony, and you don't want to be throwing a wrench in there.
The last little thing that we'll talk about, we just got these as well. They are wooden spatulas and stuff, utensils. So we still have a ton of plastic ones, but we're trying to switch over to these. We got these from our registry, like I said. So our registry video is definitely going to show a lot of different things that we got, because we have been switching things over slowly but surely. We definitely hit food and products a little bit quicker, and replacing things like utensils, like stove, oven, pots and pans, all that kind of stuff. Silverware is a little bit more difficult. So
I mean, it's pricey.
It's very pricey.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an easy, quick fix unless, you have
$1,000
to just go spend on
multiple thousands.
Yeah.
I would assume, if you wanted to redo everything. So we're kind of just doing things slowly but surely. We still have nonstick pans, but we did put them on our registry. We use the Instant Pot for the most part when we're cooking anything like you would do in a slow cooker, because it is stainless steel. We are trying to switch out our plates at some point, so they'll be fully glass, and getting new silverware just because this stuff is old. So just all kinds of stuff like that, that if we don't get it from our registry, we'll end up purchasing it for ourselves. But we thought this was like the perfect time if someone wanted to get us anything, it would help us kind of on this little journey. So yeah, you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to go into things 100%, like little changes. I talked about this on my podcast, the episode that is going out, it went out yesterday. When you guys are seeing this, it's all about how these small little lifestyle changes that I've made, some of them have been a little bit bigger, but some things like getting a Burpee and not eating out of plastic, and like thinking about what I'm putting into my body, my antibody levels, which are what are attacking my thyroid, it's what's making the autoimmune response happen, have dropped over 100 units in the last 7-ish months. So something's working, nothing else has changed besides all of the food and all of the products that we're using. He definitely feels better too. It's just with mine, you could actually see it in the blood work, the change in an autoimmune disease. So it's something that like we can't ignore, and you can't say isn't helping, because it obviously is. So
yeah. So just a quick segue then into our conclusion, why we do this.
Why we do non-toxic.
Yes. There's so many toxins in our world. We are just like bombarded by them, from everything from your water to our food, to the things that we eat our food out of, to the air. Everything is toxins. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, our bodies are created to detoxify. So yes, we have a liver, we have kidneys, we have skin, you sweat. All these things are ways that your body detoxifies. However, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take care of it, because now our toxic burden is greater than ever, because we are getting it from so many different angles. Our bodies can really use support. And it's one of those things where if you can make a change, why not do it? Both of us have had chronic health issues, and so for us it was kind of a non-negotiable, because it was something we needed to do, was reduce this toxic burden on our bodies, to let our bodies regenerate and detoxify a little bit better on their own.
Basically, if there's anything that we can do, something as small as literally changing the type of utensils that we use, that can create such a huge difference in the way that we feel, in the way that our body is detoxifying, in the way that my autoimmune disease is reacting, his chronic illness is reacting as well. It's totally worth it to us. We're doing it in the process that we can, in the amount of time that we can, and just seeing what happens, and seeing what we like, what we don't like. No one can be 100%. There's no one that can be 100% toxin free and can be 100% organic and can be 100% all of these things. It's just not something that is possible in the world that we live in right now. So just doing whatever you can, even if it's just switching over a couple of things to organic or switching over a couple of things to not plastic can make like such a huge difference in your health and in your family's health and in like the planet's health, which is also important. But yeah,
Cool.
I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let us know down below if you have any recommendations for other things that we should try out,
or questions about certain things that we showed. And even we try not to go super in depth here, but yeah, let us know.
Yeah, we're chronic talkers as well, so these videos are definitely long, but we hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something from it. And yeah, we will see you in the next video. Bye.